Oh, hey, what's going on with the Mars rover?
Oh yeah.
Because I all
Perseverance
I
just
all I
landed.
know all I know is that it's there to like look for past signs of life. I think that's
Yeah.
my understanding of it.
So Perseverance just landed. And I keep space is like one of my that's like my shit. I keep track of all this stuff. I probably got that from my dad, who's also very much in all this cool space shit. But Perseverance just landed. It is the latest big dick rover. I think is the best way to put it because it is large. It's like Jeep Wrangler sized. Um,
Oh God.
and they landed that via the sky crane maneuver, which never isn't cool. They have a giant, like, I guess, trellis scaffold kind of rocket thing that comes
Can you
down and
pull
it
up a
hovers in
video
place.
of it landing?
Yeah, no,
I
they,
think
they have a
Tupper had it
full
on his
video.
Twitter. If you want to look.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
bad shit.
but I don't understand how because you look at it and it's the sky crane and then it just like shoots back up into space.
It
It
doesn't shoot back up into space. So the rover drops down from it like this, and it releases it from the cables and shit, and then you can see it once you pull it up in the video. But it flies off to the side, and it just crashes into the
Oh,
terrain, like
okay.
a
Because it
couple of
looked like
kilometers
it
away.
went back up. I was like, what the
Yeah,
heck?
yeah. Oh yeah, here you go. There's the heat shield dropping out. Um, it's yeah. This is I think
Do you
this
think
point what,
this'll
30 or
do you
40
think this'll
kilometers up.
be the last like major rover that we put on before human development, or is that still quite a
No,
bit
I
along?
think we got. I think we got a bit more to go. Yeah, here we go. There's the sky crane right there. Like, top left camera is the rover looking up, and the bottom left is the sky crane looking down.
Are
And
those
this is like,
seriously the size of like a Jeep Wrangler? I always
yeah.
thought that rovers were like, like just giant
Oh,
RC
see you
cars.
later.
Yeah, there it goes.
Um,
What the
that
heck?
yeah. The fact that they had video, like, I mean, this is like full probably 30 FPS video that they recorded on Mars and then sent up to I forget what their current orbiter is, and then they sent it back here is batshit. Like, that's insane. Because the next best one that we had was interpolated footage from Curiosity landing in like 2013,
Huh.
and we didn't. I mean, you've got it's just crazy detailed. It was so detailed actually that one of the hazard cams that they take pictures out of for like navigation. I think I also retweeted that, but there was a picture of one of the hazard cams where you can see a plume of smoke in the distance, and it's not smoke, it's hydrazine, and it's from the sky crane that crashed off to the side.
Huh.
So like they just happened to catch that.
That's so
So
cool.
it's so like you never think about, like, yes, I am watching video on another planet, like from another planet. This is from
Yeah.
another planet, and you just keep saying that in your head, and you're like, oh, this is from a, oh, this is from, like, you just kind of keep realizing over and over in your mind that yes, this was not recorded on Earth. Like, this is from a different planet, which is such a wild and crazy thing to me.
I love
Um,
that there are people who think that the SpaceX footage is faked because it cuts out right as it starts landing, but it's like, do you not realize the radiation is so intense on those
yeah,
cameras that it's going to cut out? Like, you can look at the footage afterwards from the camera far away,
mm,
but the one right there is going to cut out. That's just how it is. But there's still people who think that.
well, what's crazy? It's not even radiation. It's the, I mean, it is radiation, but it's specifically the plasma formed by like the exhaust of the landing jets produces so much, like, I guess, radio interference that it just drowns out everything around it. There's stuff moving so fast it just starts emitting that. I
Huh.
think that's the case for that. That's what I heard last time that I read about it. It also could be potentially that, when you've got this barge floating here and there's a rocket landing on it, shit's getting pushed around all the time. So maybe that's it.
I
Maybe
can't
the plasma's reentry. I don't remember.
I can't wait to get pictures on more planets. Like, you remember the well, I mean, you don't remember, it was in the 70s, but the
Hmm.
picture that was taken on Venus for like a couple seconds, they
Ah,
they were able to get that picture.
yep. Those are the Venera space probes, and that's from Russia. They had a couple of them, I think.
Yeah, they had
They had
like
like,
I think there were like 20. There were a lot that they tried to send.
but
Uh
they only lasted like 90 minutes because they literally, like, components started fucking melting
yeah,
because it's so hot.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Uh,
Here. Yeah, that
Oh yeah.
picture. Oh, that is eerie. I mean,
Mhm.
that's a planet of death. That no, that's not the real one.
On
That's
that
not the
one.
real one. The one under
Uh,
that, directly under that one. No, to the
no.
left. Yeah, that's it. That's the real one.
Yeah, that looks like a pano from it. If you look at if you search for Venera, Venera, Venus, that'll be the actual probe. Venera, and then Venus maybe.
Yeah, it just looks.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. There's a couple of them.
Yeah, so that third picture there, the one with like it looks like little teeth, that is it's a stationary platform that landed, and I mean it's Russian, right? So it's not going to break. They're hardy as shit. Their space stuff they make is like super hardy, but they landed a couple of these probes on Venus and managed to get like 90 minutes out of them. They even have microphones on them actually, and they transmitted back audio data.
I've heard that Russia's trying to do another one that'll last 24 hours. I think that's the goal is a
Yeah.
24-hour probe.
So there was a paper that came out recently within the last year or so that they detected what's the word for it? The Star Trek term would be like biosigns, but basically like traces of elements and molecules in Venus's atmosphere that would make no sense to exist there unless there was life like producing it.
What?
So, yeah,
On
and I think
Venus?
yeah, on Venus. And I think a bunch of different countries are like scrambling programs to go and check it out cuz like that's like it's significant enough to the point where they're like, okay, this is either something's really wrong or there's actually something living here. Um so
I know
which is
there's some theories that life could exist within like the heart of stars, just like life instantaneously coming and going, like some kind of.
oh, you're thinking about what are these called? Something brains, Boltzmann brains, sort of.
Yeah,
Not really. It's not the same concept. Boltzmann brain is. Sorry, I'm gonna get a little uh
geeky.
esoteric with this. Yeah, I read about this the other day, and it's a fucking cool idea. Okay, imagine with me for a moment the idea of an infinite universe that after the heat death of the universe, it just goes on forever and ever. But you've got like virtual particles that form just randomly and deform. Like they just kind of pop into existence, they pop back out a moment later. It's kind of like noise. It's like white noise, but it's the universe. There is a non-zero probability that a brain that is perfectly conscious and has the ability to like process thought pops into the universe, starts existing for basically a frame, has one thought, and then ceases existing. That's a Boltzmann brain.
And isn't
And
it that they like they'll pop in and then they have like just enough time to reproduce and then they go out and that's how they keep their.
oh, I don't know about that. I don't know
That
about the
that
one
was
in the
what I read
star.
about the life within stars. I don't know if you could
I
look
mean,
that
maybe
one
that's
up,
like a
Dreams.
yeah, that's
Life
like
within star. I just look up like a life living within stars, like life
I
at
mean
heart of
that
stars or something.
I mean, I guess I kind of get where the idea would come from. Like compressed matter is crazy. Like and the stuff at the center of a star is hyper compressed. So maybe if like stuff gets arranged into just the right position, could there be a form of life inside stars? Maybe that's it.
You look at
I don't know what site this is.
phys-
Phys.org. Oh, okay. Yeah, this might actually be like a summary of a paper or something like that. But it might be a similar concept where like the conditions are so crazy and compressed and chaotic that something could just, you know, probability in mind, it could just appear and then disappear.
if you
So,
could, if there was, if right now,
mhm.
uh, you could go on a trip to Mars or any other planet, just like no, there's not a chance of you surviving. Like you could die, whatever. But there,
Yeah,
you get to go to Mars. Abandon
yeah.
everything you have right now. Would you do that?
Um, a couple of years ago, I would have been like, "Yep, let's go." Now I've
But
got
now I have
like,
a family and
well, I mean, unironically, like, I mean, I've got my girlfriend who I've been, with for like 5 years almost at this point, and like I've got like a job I really like, and I'm doing cool shit that's helping lots of people. I don't know. Feels selfish if I did that. Um, but I mean, if I was being selfish, hell yeah, instantly. So, but I don't want to be. So
I
I'll
just
just
I just really
I'll
hope at the very least that there's like the suborbital planes that you can get on and they'll just
mm,
go up and take you and you can see space. I just want to see space just once in my life.
it's
That's
what I always do when I get on like airliners, dude. Like I'll get in and we climb up 32,000, or hopefully maybe a little bit higher. Like if we take a different, like we were going north south instead, and you go a little bit higher, and then you look up, like you just shove your face up against the window and you try and look up as best you can. The sky's like really dark blue.
yeah.
That's because most of the atmosphere is below you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of in space. I mean, not really, but that's what I always end up doing every time I'm in an airliner.
What do
It's
you
the
think
closest I'll
about
probably get.
Starlink?
I bought one, or I reserved
What?
one. Yeah,
Ah, can I
I
do that
reserved one.
right now?
Maybe. I sent an email that was like, I think there's like two wait lists, right? Like there's the wait list to say I want to reserve one. So there's a reservation, and then there's the reservation. So I paid $100 to make a reservation, which means
Okay.
that at some point in the next couple months, I'll get to spend another 500 for the actual antenna. I think it's probably one of the most important things that
What happened to
Star. Oh,
Dreams?
I
let
did.
me let me invite him here.
VR chat just crashed.
Oh,
Oh man,
rest in
It's fine.
peace.
I'm back though.
I
Oh,
gotcha.
okay.
Don't worry.
I think it's super important, basically.
Yeah.
Like it's, I mean, we can hook up a bunch of hook up a bunch of people who don't have access to internet or who have shitty internet to the internet. That's crazy. Imagine if like we gave, you know, everybody in India access via Starlink. Because right now, India, large parts of it just don't have connectivity. Or everybody in China. Actually, that would. Uh,
China's pretty well connected. I think it's just
it would be, but the problem there is the firewall. That would be the
yeah.
real thing. They're probably gonna. I'm pretty sure Russia's already outlawed Starlink, like
What?
as best
Oh,
they can, because it hops over their network.
yeah.
So
I'm tired of DSL, man. I want they won't even put fiber where I'm at. It doesn't make sense. Fiber
I'm still
fiber
coax.
costs where it's available it costs like $1,000 a month where I am, which is
Oh
ridiculous.
Jesus.
But I've been thinking of doing that thing where you put it in and then
Mm-hmm.
you ping it to your house, with the
Like
satellites.
a
Just
microwave
yeah,
link.
just share it between a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
people. That way 1,000 doesn't seem so bad. But God,
Yeah, you
fiber.
become a mini ISP. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, Starlink. I mean, anything's better than DSL, honestly.
Yeah.
So Starlink would probably be better. I'll have to sign up for that.
Yeah. Starlink is, I think, probably like I want us to go to Mars, and I want Starship to, to succeed, and I want, that no one else is going to do it, so Elon might as well do it. But Starlink, I think, is the closest game changer he's got, right? Like Mars is going to take a bit. Starlink, he's pretty close already.